Good morning, everyone. It's been a long time since I have been recorded something, but I don't know why I didn't want to do that. I have been to um I was struggling in a very full period of things. I like to do something special very soon. So yeah, I don't know, but I feel like right now it's the moment because I woke up, it's 9 a.m. It feels like I slept for only 2 or probably 1 hour because my head is fucking burning and I feel so tired, and I dance all night long with my friends. It's been a very beautiful evening, but I don't know. We change the time. So tonight we slept 1 hour more than the day before, but it seems that I fucking didn't sleep at all. So here we are, and I'm trying to record something for you guys because I wanted to explain what's going on in my mind, or I couldn't say, I couldn't tell you all the things that are passing through my mind, but there's something very special that's coming because I started to approach the radio world. It's something very special for me because I always wanted to be part of a radio project or something like that, but finally I can say that something very special is going on and will come very soon, so stay tuned because I'll tell you guys what's going on. And I have to thank special people. I have to thank a lot of people that are trusting in me, and they were so nice, they're so kind with me. Yeah, it's very important because you have need sometimes to be supportive and to be like you wanted to do something and you have someone that encourage you or support you to do that. And I found a lot of people that are doing that with me, so I'm very grateful and I'm very thankful for that. So thank you, Masi, everything, and you know what I'm talking about. Thank you, Como Radio, Ciao Como Radio, and thank you, Ilaria, for the moment, because we have been a very special relation right now, and I'm very happy to met those people. So yeah, stay tuned for new stuff that's coming about me and something related to the radio world. I've been struggling because I came back from a very hard travel around Tanzania, especially in a very small village called Mlali, because I went to do some voluntary work with my other 2 and 3 friends. The third girl I met at the airport, at Malpensa airport, and then we joined our travel together. And yeah, so it's been a very hard trip because we went there to work, but in a very hard way because it's not the same things when you work here. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my voice. I feel like I don't know, I'm hearing my voice right now and it feels like I'm like Miley Cyrus. I had Miley Cyrus voice. I don't know. Every time I woke up very early in the morning and I got this kind of low voice, but it's my voice. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't care. So I'm going on. And what I'm gonna tell you is that that kind of trip was so hard while I was there, because I discovered a lot of things that I didn't want to discover, probably, or a lot of things that I didn't want to, I never wanted to, know about how the world go around, how the world works. So when you are there and you are so close to the kind of reality between the church stuff or the church entity and the preachers, or a lot of prayers, and you have to work for them, there's something. Okay, so I wouldn't tell you what I saw, because probably it's not the right game but to do. So you have to probably live with yourself. You have to live through your skin, your eyes. You have to face. You have to see the kind of reality directly from your experience. But there's something very special, because maybe all the African people are living like that, in the way that we found that people lived in that area, in a specific area. It was very far away from the Dar es Salaam, which is the probably the main city of Tanzania. So I don't know if I want to tell you about the trip. I don't know, but I just want to say that I'm so disgusted. I'm so sad. I'm so fucking nervous. And all of that is because I saw a lot of things that I didn't want to see. Okay, so take this, and I'm going on. But it's been a very special experience. I worked with very kind people, although they are in different kind of situation I didn't like. But for example, there was a day, probably one of the last day when we were working there, before we go to Zanzibar, to the island next to the Dar es Salaam. So if you want to go to this kind of village, you can fucking go. You can reach that village, because you have to probably work. But if you are not there, if you're not voluntary, or something that is due and is deal with, if you're not dealing probably with some kind of dentist or profession, or if you're not maybe a nurse, I don't know, it's not, but probably also if you're a nurse it doesn't matter, because there you couldn't find nothing. My friend Deborah was a nurse and was there, and it was the third girl that we met. I was with Chiara and Sylvia, and then we met at the airport, and she spent 2 weeks with us through this kind of voluntary experience. And if you're a nurse, you are not able to do nothing in that kind of area and all of the clinics that preacher has. So it's better that you are a dentist or probably a dental hygienist. But if you're not this one, if you're not a worker in this kind of situation, you cannot fucking reach that kind of area, and you are not able to see what we saw together. So you are this kind of village where there are very poor people, poor children, but they are so, I don't know, so lovely, so kind with you, because they want to give you their love and they got these big smiles. Although they are poor, they don't have any fucking nothing in for that. They didn't have even also a pair of shoes to wear, a pair of socks. They have, and they wear, broken like dresses, or they probably there were a lot of children that didn't have also any kind of fucking t-shirt or trousers to wear. So yeah, it's a very different kind of scenario between the area in which the prayer and the preacher stay and live, and the kind of area that are under the kind of houses. But yeah, unfortunately we have to deal with both of this kind of reality, and it's very hard to face, hard to digest, or hard to understand, probably is the right word. So yeah, it's been also very hard to work with people because the language was not the English. So we talk English, but it was very kind of difficult because the patients didn't talk English, and in speak English they speak a lot of kind of different languages and different dialects of, I don't know what to say, but different kind of languages among the Swahili, which is the main language of Tanzania. And so yeah, it's very been hard. So yeah, but it wasn't so hard to come back and think about those children, because in the moment in which you are there and you are giving them your time, your love, it's very an instruction. It's a very strong moment, and emotional and grateful moment, because you can, for limited period of time, that you are doing something for that. Okay, so it's very grateful and you feel so grateful. But when you come back home, you have to think about your reality and the reality that you have been already left, because it's very different. But it's your fucking reality, because you were born here and not there. So you have to think about that. They don't know what we have in our world, in our fucking lucky world. So they are happy because they don't know that they could have a lot of different kind of stuff. And when you come back here, you have to adapt yourself again to your reality, because you have to deal with a lot of stuff in your kind of fucking lifestyle and every day, and you feel that you have too much stuff in your house, in your wardrobe, for example. You feel that you are overwhelmed by all those kind of things. But it's your reality, okay? So you cannot do anything. You feel overwhelmed, and you have to deal with that for a longer day. So this is the main reason why I waited probably for recorded this kind of new kind of episode of my podcast, because I have to struggle with different kind of sensations, emotions, also some kind of little down moments. But yeah, here we are again. But then when I came back, so in those, oh my God, let me tell you that this early morning when I woke up, I realized, that and I discover, probably because the main things that the first things that I did this morning was scrolling my fucking Instagram, because I received a lot of messages from, my friends who were with me last night dancing, and we were in our special pub in Villa Guardia, which is called Tartaruga, and there were the tribal band Sunny Boys, which is very good at it, play songs by different bands from Green Day, Blink 182 and 182, and from different kind of stuff, but note also a lot of stuff, and it's always very funny to hear them. But yeah, I come back to what I was saying, and what I was telling you was very sad news that I read just 1 hour or so ago. And Matthew Perry is about Matthew Perry because he's dead. My fucking God. He was 54 years. He was one of my favorite, probably my favorite character in one of my favorite series of the comedian series in a television, always ever being my first. If I need to feel happy, if I have to, rise my kind of fucking humor, I put on my selection of favorite episode of this kind of sitcom, and I watch them because they make me feel laugh so loud. And yeah, but this morning Matthew Perry is dead. It's a very sad news, but yeah, it happened. And I read about his struggle with all kind of alcohol since he was very young. And then when he was probably at the second season, he was recording he was setting the second season probably of Friends, so a lot of years ago, and he got injured and he got to take a lot of Vicodin, which will became his favorite, drug. So he became dependent on that kind of drug, and probably this lead him to a very a very hard problem with drugs, but also alcohol. And yeah, he got very high doses of this kind of drug. And I read that he had to deal with a lot of kind of problem about the stomach, because it was like he got a lot of hole in the stomach, like something very hard, and probably he was dead. He died for that. I don't know. He was very young. I don't know. It's very sad. And yeah, rest in peace, Matthew Perry. And I'm also shocked by what happened, like everybody, in Palestinians. And I don't want to talk about, because everybody knows what happened, what the fuck is going on in the world, not also in that specific area, but also around the world. So it's very sad. I don't want to talk about any kind of chronic and sad news in this kind of episode. But I like to talk about, instead of what I read that makes me feel so sad also, because if you know, you know, if you know me, and if you are have ever I've already listened to my different kind of episode previous. I dedicated a lot of episode about my one of my favorite singer of all the time, especially when I was young. And yeah, you know, I was very a very big huge fan with Britney Spears when I was very young. You know, it was the time in which I was very into MTV or also on music, which is the kind of reason why I'm about to become probably a speaker in a radio, and I thought that it wasn't possible at all. But guys, you know, I'm so excited, and I cannot stop my you know, my emotion. I cannot stop my feelings. I cannot stop my enthusiasm. I don't know what to talk, but okay, so let's go back. So when I was young, and you know that I was so into MTV, and I was so into musical video, and special from the kind of, oh my fucking god, what's going on? There is probably a band outside my house. What the fuck is that? Can you hear that? I don't know. It's very interesting. But okay, so, you know, I don't know what the kind of day it is. It's I think the 29th of October. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. Okay, so let's go back to MTV and the period in which there were a lot of videotape about musicians, like for example Britney Spears, when she came out in 1997 with the video Baby One More Time. The pop story changed forever. So I remember that kind of video, especially that one, Baby One More Time, you know, changed my life. I fucking wanted to become like Britney Spears, but in the years I stopped following her, because I saw a lot of you know, weird photos of she that was shaving her hair with a razor, and something that very makes me feel kind of sad and nervous and also angry, because she was my favorite star in the world. She was my mentor. She was my best influence at the time. And something happened, and something broke for forever. From the moment I stopped believing her abilities, in her talent, you know, because also when she came back, oh my god, sorry. This is an ambulance. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. So I was telling you that when I read about I'm so sleepy. I think I need to sleep a lot of hour, but I'm happy because I have 3 days in which I will be at home. Yeah, so 4 days, because today is Sunday, and I got to spend Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at home, because Wednesday, yeah, is the special, special day for our country. because it's oh my god, what's going on? The ambulance is not going away. What's happened? Oh my god. Okay, I hope it's not any so fucking hard and worry. But okay, so let's go on. And I was talking about Britney Spears, and even though I saw that she came back and she recorded a different kind of album, my last album that I can consider one of my favorite is Blackout, in which there are a lot of songs I'm very I'm very related to. For example, Get Naked, Break the Ice, but also What Should I Be Said, and not Give Me More. Opened the album, but I didn't like, especially when she came out and performed. Can't remember the exactly year, but it was very. She was very weird to see in that stage. It was. And now that I read The Woman in Me, which is the book that she wrote, and in which she put all the true stuff that she had to pass, since she was put in this kind of fucking bad, sad, and unfair conservatorship. She had to struggle with a lot of different kind of things, and now I can explain myself why she was dealing with that, why she was behaving like that, why she was doing something that probably she wanted some kind of attention from the media, so she got to, because she felt so alone. The conservatorship was very hard with her. She wasn't able to choose how to wear, what to eat. She couldn't see her two children from Kevin Federline, which is another hateful person, I think. And she also got to lose her child when she got pregnant by Justin Timberlake. All the world is talking about him, so I don't want to talk about him anymore. And let me just tell you, this is not an episode about Britney Spears, so let me just tell you that I feel kind of a relief having read that book, because a lot of things now are clear to me about that girl, and now I can justify and I can understand and comprehend a lot of kind of weird behavior that she had in those years. And I hope that she will come back, because she's a very talented dancer and singer, and she lost a lot of enthusiasm, she didn't want to do any kind of things related to the world of the success of the show. She also suffered of anxiety, and this is a very struggle and it's very hard to deal, especially if you are dosed, if you are under lithium for like several months, okay? And what makes me angry is that her family didn't want to help her in any kind of way, especially her mother or her sister didn't want to help her, and didn't help her since he find the strength to became a free woman like she is right now. Because the father was her tutorial for like 13 years. Can you imagine how many fucking years are 13 years? No, you can't. You cannot. So, yeah, thank God Britney now is a free woman again. And it doesn't matter if you can see her dancing naked in her Instagram account, or when she put this kind of weird videos in which she wear elegant, she dresses and she dances like a robot, because she wasn't able to dance like she was able years before, because she didn't want to dance, because, for example, when she was under the conservatorship, she wasn't able to do any kind of stuff that she would probably had to do, like a mother, like a girlfriend, like a free woman. She wasn't also able to go in bed late. She had to go in bed, like, for example, at 9. She had to respect very strict rules, okay? So when she was dedicated, she was said, she was marked like someone that wasn't able to decide anything in her life, but that wasn't true, because she was perfectly able to do that. But the father, that's the bad person, make her unable to do that. But she would have been able to do a lot of different hard tour in Las Vegas, and a lot of concerts in Las Vegas and performers, because the father wanted to earn a lot of money, because at a certain time, before they make Britney had her first recovery period, he told her, okay, so sit down, Britney. I have to tell you one thing. From right now, I am Britney Spears. What the fuck? No, I couldn't believe in what I was reading. I was very angry and I couldn't believe. And yeah, I read this book in like 2 evenings, 2 nights, because I wanted to know if now Britney is completely free. And now that I am sure that Britney is completely free again, I'm very happy. And this is the main thing. So I wish. And if I sing too, and I think about all the lyrics of her songs, for example, from the first album, Baby One More Time, and I think about the lyrics of Born to Make You Happy, or the second album, for example, it was, probably the second album was, she was free, but the third, for example, we can see a lot of lyrics about and songs about overprotection. And in fact, she said that when she grew up, and the years after she wrote Overprotected, and when she was in the conservatorship, she understand the real world, the real meaning of the word Overprotected. So we got Overprotector, we got, which is a very beautiful song. And we got also I'm Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman, and I'm a Slave for You. There are all these kind of things that probably were dedicated to, her past lovers, probably Justin Timberlake, or, probably about a relationship with mother and father. I don't know. But yeah, it's a very sad story. And, or also My Prerogative. In My Prerogative, which is in the Greatest Hits album, is for her first greatest album that I got, obviously the original one. And he said, you cannot take away the true, but I don't know, but in the beginning she said, you cannot take away the true, but the question is, can you handle mine? So it says that you can take away anything from a person, but you cannot take away her truth. Can you handle that? Can you handle? No, we are not able to handle her truth. So yeah, okay. So this is what I wanted to tell about Britney Spears. So yeah, and right now, when I feel like this kind of relief because it was very hard for me to also listen to her songs again in the ears, because I was very angry, I was very sad, I was very worried of which I was seeing, which I was hearing about her, which I was also, I was very worried. So it was very hard to listen to the latest song of her, especially. I am happy that, first of all, this kind of book is the first memoir in the history publication of books. So, yeah, good luck, Brittany. And I'm very happy for you, and you, you deserve it. Okay, so, and then I'm also happy to hear that she wanted to, right now. So this morning I read that she wrote a new song. I don't know. And also, a new album will come in December about Courtney Love. And yesterday I had to deal with Courtney Love again, which is something that came back from my early years when I was in high school, about a song called Violet. But I will tell you guys what's going on. Yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah. Okay, so I am a little bit angry also, but okay, so let's go back. I was telling you about Britney Spears and about this kind of feeling, that I have when I heard that she got a lot of happiness when she decided to record a new song. So it's been 6 years since she was she recorded her last album, or her last song. And thanks to Elton John, Sir Elton John, as she called in the book, she could sing again. And she recorded a very beautiful cover of Tiny Dancer and another song of Elton John in Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer, Lay Me Down. So I'm very happy to hear that she was very happy to record that kind of song. The recording set was very fast, because in 2 days they recorded all the things, all the stuff. And she was very happy to work with Sir Elton John, because Sir Elton John had to face a lot of things like she had. So probably she empathized a lot with him. And yeah, this is a very beautiful couple and a very beautiful duet, yeah. And so I don't know what I'm going to listen today, because I'm very in this kind of episode I don't want to listen to any kind of music, because right now it's a very exploring period of time for me, because I like to hear very new kind of songs every fucking day. I'm Yeah, it's very beautiful. I found a lot of beautiful playlists on Spotify about interesting girl that I follow on Instagram, and yeah, I found beautiful playlists in which I am very into it. So this makes me discover a lot of beautiful songs every day, and I'm very happy because my horizon are very expanded. And yeah, so for example, I discovered this kind of sample, which is a very R&B. Yeah, I'm so into R&B, soul mood right now in these days. And when I was in Africa, I was in another kind of mood because I was with other people. So I travel alone for my last years, and dealing this kind of trip with other people makes me feel nervous, anxious, but I found myself very, confident with that. So I think that I probably will be able to do a trip with another person. And yeah, but this kind of different situation, this kind of different way to travel for me makes me stronger because I have to, share my time, my spaces with other people. And it wasn't so easy every day, but there were days that were easier than other days, so they balanced in a right way. And yeah, we could live together for like 3 weeks together in Africa, which is not so easy, I can tell you. And I trust me, it's not so easy. But I was in Asia, in South of Asia, especially in Cambodia, Laos, and Thailand, like probably 8 or 9 years or so ago. And so that kind of trip with other three people was a very challenge to me, but also to everyone that were with me, because we had to deal for the first time with different kind of hard situation to face. For example, we didn't have anytime a private room with a private kind of fucking bed, which is something that made us argue about. And so, also there were people that wanted a different kind of breakfast, but what the fuck do you want to find in a jungle, in the middle of the fucking jungle, in the middle of fucking nowhere? You can find something very usual, or something that you can find in your country, right? You have to be happy for what you have. You have to be happy if we have to. Oh yeah, we also travel a lot. We travel, like, for example, and I already tell you this kind of experience in my previous episode. Probably the first one episode of my podcast, which is Never Give Up, which you are listening to it. And I also, to tell you and to update about where my podcast I've been listening to. So I was very surprised discovering that my podcast has been listened in the first place, which is listened to is the USA. So my podcast, probably since I was recording and been recording this in English, American English. But since I've been recording this in American English, the target changed. So when I was recording in Italian language, the main country in which my podcast was listened to it was Italy, of course, but a second place was USA and then Australia. But right now, first place is USA, second one is like India, and then there is Europe, Australia. It's very funny to know that. And yeah, I'm happy also that my podcast has been listened to it in Staten Island, and I hope that the few kind of people that are listening to, or in New York, Manhattan, or Staten Island, I hope that in this kind of area, one of the people that were listening to it is Pete Davidson. If you know, you know. So yeah, this made me feel so excited, but at the same time, I don't know, but I'm struggling because I'm very interested in a person here. There is a beautiful guy, in this kind of pub, which I'm going like every week, or in Friday, or in Sunday. No, I don't know. Friday night or Saturday night. I've been passing my special night with friends, and I fell in love. I don't know if I fall in love, but I'm very attractive. I'm very attracted to him, I can say, because he's a very beautiful guy. But we didn't even talk. He offered me to drink one night, like a chupito, like shot of mint vodka, I suppose it was. I can't remember. And also, yeah, I wouldn't say your name, but I'm also telling you that I'm still waiting for your Moscow Mule, and you have to do it for me. I'm waiting. Yeah, this is the only one thing, the only words that we share, that we say together. Is very weird. I don't know how to deal with him. Please help me. This is kind of SOS, like Rihanna sang in her first period of, maybe at the start of her career, because she came out with Pon the Replay, was very young. I was talking just yesterday, I was talking with my friends about Rihanna and how she is still so fucking beautiful. She's very, very beautiful. Although she got, children, she got a lot of different kind of stuff that she had to pass. We are also waited for another biography, probably by this kind of beautiful singer. And yeah, this is an SOS, because I don't know how to approach him. Let me know if you are able to suggest me something. But yeah, it's a very so kind, gentle guy. Yeah. And I'm still waiting for your Moscow Mule. Please. Okay, I'm so curious to try it. Because you told me that you are not able to do that, but I think, you told me also that it was a joke, but you have to prove this right now. Okay, so I was talking about my trip in South of Asia. I don't know why I was talking about, I don't know, maybe I'm going to delete this part. I don't know, but probably I forgot to delete. I will forget to delete, so probably, But I don't know if he will ever listen to this kind of episode, so I'm safe and sound. Okay, so let's go back to South Asia. I was telling you there was also the first hard trip we have to face. but we were in 3 people, 4 people, 4 friends, and we have to face to with a lot of things. We have to face to a lot of different kind of struggle, like for example, hard trip in hard, vehicles, and hitchhiking that lasts for an all fucking day. So we used to arrive at the end of the day without any kind of booked rooms, and we have to search for a room, for a place to stay in the night, to sleep. And it wasn't so easy at the time, so we have to deal with a lot of different kind of research, even at 11 p.m. or yeah, it was very hard. The hardest part for me when I came back from that trip was to to leave those children, like in Africa, like African children that we saw, and we spent a lot of time together, because after we have finished working, we could go to the village and play with the children. Okay, so we play with them, used to play all the afternoon with them. We also cooked for them a lot of tasted a lot of delicious cakes, and it was very weird and funny because they didn't even know probably what they were about to eat, because when we put this kind of pieces of cake, very big pieces of cake, in their little hand, they stare at those pieces of cake a lot of time before they start to smell that, and they start to eat just a little bit, to, like for example, marmalade, or to taste the flavor of this kind of piece of cake. And when they started to eat the cake, they really appreciated, and they wanted a lot of other pieces. So it was a very strong image, But it wasn't so hard for me. Probably for my friends, they probably will be struggling with them. But for me, it wasn't so hard, because I had to face the same things, same feelings when I came back from Asia, because we have to deal with a lot of children, poor children, around Laos, trip around Cambodia. We saw a lot of children. They, for example, lived in the Mekong. They got this kind of floating village, floating houses, and it was very hard to see, hard to face, because we're not used to see here in our country. And you have to think about how they live, how they spend their time. So yeah, I had to face with that probably 8 or 9 years ago. It wasn't so hard for me, but in a different kind of way, because this time in Africa we have to be so into that, because we were not just tourists, but we were people that were living with local people all the day. Okay, so we got to deal with the real life. But when we were in Asia, it was different, because we were just tourists. So we can walk, we can travel, see them, but not get in touch with them like we did in Africa. We used to live with them for a lot of hours during the day. So yeah, it wasn't the same, but different. But it wasn't so hard for me. Okay, so I didn't feel this kind of Africa ache, this is how they call when you came back from a trip in Africa. It wasn't so hard, all right? I was angry for other kind of reason, because we didn't have the opportunity to give to the mother or this kind of unlucky children which had a lot of disease, cognitive disease, and also problem with orthopedic issues. So yeah, it was so hard to see that, to realize that we weren't able to give them directly our t-shirt, trousers, a lot of stuff that we were ready to leave before we go to Zanzibar. And we got 3 bags of things, of stuff, dresses to give them, but the the sister told us, the big sister or big mama told us that we weren't able to give them because we had to we have to give them to the big father, and then they decided when, where they want, and to who they will give them. So we decided to give them by ourselves. We go to the village and we leave. We left all the stuff that we wanted to give them on the knock of the doors, doorbell, on the door, near the door of the place in which the mother used to sleep during the night. Okay, that's all, guys, for this kind of episode. We have no any kind of music, but it's been an hour since I have been talking with you. I'm very tired and I just want to have breakfast right now. I have to drink something, eat something, and then I probably going on to sleep, try to sleep again. Okay, so thank you for having listened to this kind of podcast. Again, see you and hear you next time. Have a nice weekend, have a nice week. Have also a nice Halloween, because it's Halloween. Let me know if you want to do that. You can write DM in Instagram to me. My account is Elena Violet Bardelotto. You can simply search Never Give Up account on Instagram, my podcast, and you can also write to me there if you want to give a direct message, and we want to let me know which will be your outfit for this kind of Halloween. Yeah, and that's all. So have a nice day, have a nice Halloween, and see you. Bye, guys.